What's up, guys? This is Ryan
And Dan,
from DNR Gaming, and here we are playing Bloodborne. This, I don't know, this is our third attempt at doing it. We made one too long, so here we are again. Brand new character. If you'd like to turn the camera around and reveal his face, make a dramatic reveal. Oh, look at him. He's so fucking ugly. But yeah. So what are we doing here? We've got to take out sneak past this, isn't it?
well, I'm going to try. Normally this is the one that kills you off, but you know me, I don't like to die.
And it also, you believe, reveal opens the door early as well.
The what?
It opens the door that
Yes, yeah.
would be shut if you normally died.
Oh, that's my theory for when you might get me here. Nope. Of course this one might get me as well.
So, what? I don't know what to say.
Sound like you?
Yeah, I've been banned from many jokes that I'd like to make normally, so here we are. What will be
That's the
the main aim of this video? Well,
It's gonna be a no nonsense walkthrough. I'm gonna give shortcut tips, NPCs to stay away from, not to die when this jump here smashes me like that. It makes no difference to the game, which is kind of frustrating really, because you make all that effort to escape and you don't get anything extra. You still end up in the same place. But yeah, the idea of the game is to be quick, no nonsense. I'm building a strength build, so I'm gonna literally just run through as many of them as I can, as quick as I can.
So what's this? Is this a death cutscene or is it just a?
Yeah, because obviously you didn't see this last time because I didn't die.
Oh yeah. So I've never seen this before. Do you get to see the character's face here? This will be fun.
I don't remember actually.
It's yeah. I'd like to see the character's face during the cutscenes, but
I don't think they do it.
oh, the doors are open. So
That goes my theory.
there goes your theory, the one that we're stuck by. Here's. Oh, do we not get to see the little blowjob creatures then? The funny faces.
I skipped it.
Ah,
They're these ones. They're these.
these.
They're
Oh
little,
yes,
yeah.
little vagina faces.
Little giant faces.
Oh, so this is where you first get your first ever weapon.
Yeah, I'm going for a nice.
I think we should go for cane.
The cane sucks.
No, we should go for the cane.
I'm building.
Look
when
at-
you're doing your build, I'm building a strength build, and I want a strength weapon.
But our man looks so old, and he'd look so good with a cane.
He may do.
Well,
I can get the cane later on.
that's good then. But yeah, so it's going to be a straight playthrough, no nonsense, quick as you can, as well as you can.
Yeah, I'm not going to do. It's not going to be a speed run. It's just going to be, I'm just going to go straight for it and not waste any time. A lot of guys like to talk about the lore and that, but that's the fun of it. I think sometimes it's the fun of the playing the game is to learn all that stuff as you go. I mean, I've already been through it, so I don't need to sit there and watch it again. And I'm sure most people who are watching are happy to look for themselves when they do it. Just bits and pieces, like a storage bit. It's not like people haven't played this game or watched it being played 100 times. It's just we're putting our own little add to it, really, aren't we?
Yeah, we're just taking it and just making
Our own version of it.
Yeah, it's going to be a full playthrough. We're going to get to the end, and hopefully it will go well. We'll be taking turns. So, I mean, if Dan dies, that's a big if. Last time I was waiting well over an hour for him to die, and it never happened. So if Dan dies, I'll take over, and when I die, Dan will be taking over again. There's going to be a huge difference in the gameplay once I take over. You see Dan running in, and he'll dodge, he'll do whatever, he'll know how the enemies work, and then you'll just see me screaming in.
Literally screaming.
Yeah, literally screaming, run in, slash, and yeah, hack and slash at everything. until I die or they die. So who's this woman here?
I can't remember, just said her name a minute ago. There you go.
And
It's Cephagos.
what does the blood? It's a fist.
Cephagos.
So what does blood vial do?
Blood vial is a basic way of replenishing your health. And as you can see here, a little tip. I don't know if everyone shows it. Let's just see her hand there. See it?
Yeah.
There. See her hand?
Nothing in it.
Nothing in it. Next time we come back, she'll have something in her hand. Oh, something in my ass.
So when you come back, she'll be giving you that item that she has in her hand, will she?
No. In her hand, she'll have a weapon, but she'll only give me another blood vial if I use the one she's given me. She's a bit of a shady character. Again, there will be spoilers on here as we go along. I won't tell you too much about it now, but I will give you bits and pieces when we get to it.
So, can you in this game, like other sort of games, I mean, I don't know if it done it in Dark Souls or whatever, but can you increase your life bar
Oh yeah,
and your stamina bar?
yeah.
So both of them can
There's
become...
less to improve on on Bloodborne than there are on Dark Souls and Demon Souls. As in your bits and pieces here. Look, it's literally vitality, endurance, strength, skill, blood tinge, and arcane. And for a strength build, I won't be using any of those unless it's a weapon I want. Then I might add a couple to them.
So what is blood tinge?
Blood tinge. It's like... Hold on, we'll read it quickly. Here we go.
Scroll down. Attribute governing power of weapon that uses QS bullets, determining whether or not you can use certain equipment. So what's a QS bullet?
QS bullet is the bullets we shoot at the gun.
Okay, so are they the things that you use to stun the enemies?
Or parry them.
Parry them.
Yeah, I mean it's not much of a... It's not going to... Unless you really, really build it up or have a cannon, it's not going to kill them. Oh, the little chump who killed me.
We're back.
Yeah.
So... how
That's a
long...
visceral attack. I parried his attack and I can do a pretty heavy damage attack on him if I do that. You won't see me do that very often in the game because I like to hack and slash.
So how long is the game, as you've completed it before, right?
It depends really. It depends.
With the way we're playing through now, how long do you think we will take to get through?
I'd like to say... I don't know. I couldn't... it depends if I get stuck on bosses.
Yeah. So with your original playthrough, how long did it take you roughly? Do you know? How many hours?
Again, was prattling around a bit and really having a look around and searching. So probably, I think I did it about 15 hours.
15 hours. So hopefully we can get about 9 hours,
Yeah, we'll try for
8
that.
hours. It'll be good to get it over quickly, not for the fact that it's a bad game and we don't want to be playing it, but the fact that we're trying to do it as quickly as we can with no nonsense.
As we saw there, when they hit you, you have a small window of time to hit them back to regain health. So really it's irrelevant if they do hit you as long as you hit them back nice and quick.
And all of these guys are the same as you, are they? They're all...
No, they've kind of been twisted and ruined by the blood.
Oh, okay, so... Oh yes, you're something... What was it, a pure blood? Or
Pale blood.
Pale blood. And they're all dark blood?
Possibly. When the story goes is that the church hired normal men to take on the beast, but a lot of them died or become beasts themselves.
Oh, okay.
As you can see, these guys are all twisted in some way or another. Open the gates, that's our first shortcut.
So, are we going to go around opening all the shortcuts this time as we've done last time? Because that added a significant amount of time onto the gameplay itself, didn't it?
It did, but what you've got to remember is that it also halves the amount of time you do it as well later on, because if you die, and you will die, you don't have to go back the long way and through all this lot. You can go around them. It really is a time saver.
Okay. Oh, QS, Quicksilver.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, what is the maximum damage you can do in this game? Do you know? Because, well, all the enemies' healths relate to your level, don't they? Is it that? It's
No.
they scale with you. So
I
if
don't
you're
think
more
so.
powerful, they're more powerful.
No. The only way they get more powerful is when you play the next game. So you play the next run through, so they're all harder. But then again, you're at a fairly decent level. So they try and do it. So these guys are pretty much the toughest of the hunters.
Okay.
Um,
So how many different enemies are there? Do you think? Like, so we have hunters, and we're going to group them together. So all of these are hunters. They all look different. A few of them look different to the others, but they're all still hunters. We have the ravens.
the crow things, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, we have
whatever
the
hell they are.
ravens. We have the rats. We have
The big guy who's trying to get in the door here.
the big ogre type thing.
There's the dogs.
Dogs. Yeah, and many others, or is it just bosses after that?
No, there's loads. There's loads of stuff. Take out this guy as quick as possible, and then duck back.
This is a part I had a problem with last time as well. I have a thing with when I'm playing games like this, and if I see something that has, something that's on fire, I will intentionally run over to it and stand on it to see if it does damage.
Oh well, you can guarantee in this game it will.
Yes, I rolled into it, and
Right, a little tip as well, if you're just practicing for new or playing for new, if you walk past this guy, he won't turn around. He's not particularly tough. He's just a pain in the arse. He can catch you a couple of times, and when they shoot you, they do a lot of damage.
so are they like snipers? In a
Yeah,
sense?
basically, this area is absolute kill zone. If you just run straight through them into the middle, they will take you down.
Yeah. Okay. So what's different sort of weapons do they have? We have snipers, guns, pitchforks,
Shields.
fire, shield. Do they have Molotovs or whatever?
Yeah, some of them do.
So it is a lot like Dark Souls in a way.
Well, no, I mean the weapon's pretty cool. Where you can go from short and a gun. You can give it a little boost there and make it like a long distance.
Yeah, it's sort of like the game Killzone. Have you ever played the Killzone?
No.
You have guns and they have 2 or 3 different modes on them. Say you can have a shotgun, I think, and then you can change the mode into a shotgun where the bullets will stick into the enemies and then explode.
That's cool.
So, yeah, that's the one of the main reasons that I'm a bit upset that I go for Xbox games, because obviously this is a PlayStation exclusive, and the way the weapons is in this game, I think I'd like to play this one. It looks funner than Dark Souls. Dark Souls just looks infuriating, and it is infuriating. Obviously, I've played that.
This drove me mad. The first boss took me forever to beat. The second boss took me forever to beat, and I'd like to think that I was pretty damn good at. I mean, I went a PvP player, but I'd like to think that I could get through it, fairly easy, with no problems. Dark Souls, Demon Souls, I've all completed them all. But when I come onto this, the difference is that you don't have the choice of starting with a shield.
Oh yeah, don't you find the shield in Dark Souls 2, isn't it, or Dark Souls 1?
Yeah, in the first shield you find in Dark Souls 2 is a wooden one, so it's crap. So you take damage straight away. And the only shield I found in this whole game, and I haven't really been looking for weapons, was a wooden shield. So these guys are pretty tough if you let them have their way. Just they're pretty slow as well, so you can give them the visceral attack, which is just obviously a smart way of saying parry.
Yeah. So, does every single weapon, are they all able to change like that, as far as you know?
Yeah, they don't. Well, I had a pretty cool mace, and it didn't change size. All it did is it gave it bolt power to it. You saw me playing it the other day.
Oh, the electric.
Yeah, the bolt to it.
Okay.
So that was its
secondary.
power was it give an extra bolt power instead of using the bolt paper.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I mean, there's so many different types of weapons in this game as it is, isn't there?
Well, actually, no.
No?
No, there's as far as like I said, I've not gone around hunting for weapons. That's just good about this game. You can spend the whole game hunting around for weapons and to improve the weapons, or you can run around looking for lore. Story of it. Quick.
So what you're doing here, you're obviously attacking animals that are in cages, so there's a reason for that, right?
Yeah, because two of them come out, and if you come down this way, which you can.
Okay. When you come down, if you go down that way,
they are two of them already out.
Oh, okay. So now you've killed them, though. When you come down, they won't be out.
No.
Okay. Are there a lot of things like that in this game where you go one way, something will happen. If you go the other way, you can prevent it?
Yeah, but I mean, unless you've watched someone play or you've been lucky enough to accidentally find that little shortcut there, you'll go the long way round and you'll hit that way. The dogs don't like shooting. They're probably out of all the monsters on the game, they probably get affected by the shooting the most. Top up a bit. This is the NPC here, now Granny. She's pretty rude to you, to be fair.
We've discussed this before, haven't we? That you never really see other NPCs who are human. Well,
what do you mean?
Within the houses, you never really see people you interact with. It's more the only people you really see are the ones within cutscenes or the ones you're fighting. Is that right? Like, you talk to most of the people who give you missions through doors and through windows?
No. To start with, it is... glitch there. See you later. And I lost my thing there. Bastard. No, well, we're going to come to one in a minute as well. I think her name's might be Eileen. I can't remember. She's a hunter of hunters.
Okay, and that is what you are, a hunter.
We're a hunter, yeah. So she hunts like hunters that have gone bad and
so
gone mad.
All the guys you're fighting, then she'll be fighting as well.
Yeah. So yeah, in basic, yeah. Like after Cleric Beast, we fight a guy called Father Gascoigne, and he's a hunter who's gone bad.
Is he any relation to Paul Gascoigne?
No.
Okay then. So does this make you a hunter of hunters? Is that what you are?
No, we're not.
You're literally just a hunter
who's come across a nutter.
Oh, okay.
Here she is.
And that's a female, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I like her.
If we had the volume up, you'd hear the voice. Yeah, she's got a pretty cool outfit. You can kill her now, but she's tough. For our level, she'll probably kill us pretty easy, to be fair.
I think you should try.
I don't, because that's just your way of getting on the controller.
Yeah, well, I'd like to have a go at the controller, but then you get infuriated when watching me, don't you? I'm trying to ask you where to go, and you're telling me, and I'm going the wrong place anyway.
It's not so much. Yeah, you just annoy me full stop. To be fair.
Yeah.
But no, it's hard. But well, I mean, I'm sure it'd be hard watching me play something like GTA because I'd actually stick to the rules.
Yeah. But that's fine though. GTA, I like sticking to the rules as long as you don't drive within the laws, so you don't follow the traffic lights. I think we'll be fine.
I might do that then.
So, yeah, with games like this,
hell?
obviously you've played through this before, and I haven't. So you'll be getting frustrated where I know nothing, and you're thinking, "Oh, that's obvious. You go that way."
Oh yeah.
The sort of thing when me and you tried doing co-op in Portal.
Oh, I hate that game.
Yeah, exactly. If you'd played through the single player, you'd probably enjoy the game. And if we hadn't jumped straight into co-op, you would have enjoyed the game more as well because you know what you're doing and you're more used to that type of puzzles. And if I hadn't have played the game before, I wouldn't have been getting frustrated as to me knowing where to go and trying to leave you to figure it out yourself.
Because my attitude is, if you know, why are you fucking teasing me with with the question? Just fucking do it.
So can you sneak up on every guy?
Most of them. Some you can backstab, some you can't. I said about this the other day. I think it's frustrating where players don't actually, people who do the YouTube channels don't actually tell you. They kind of just assume that you know.
Oh yeah.
And
so you'll be doing that for us, will you? You'll be going through, and when you come across.
I mean, the majority you can backstab. There's just one or two. There's the big kidnapper guys. You can't backstab. I tried that to my peril.
So, how?
I'm just luring this guy out because this is another area where you can get pretty beat up.
Okay. With the stamina, what happens if it runs down? Obviously, I guess you're not able to dodge and swing, or does it go up fast enough where you don't really have to worry about your stamina losing out?
No, I mean you can't swing your weapon. You've got like a time delay on it, obviously, till you build enough up.
Okay. So can you become exhausted or something if you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
If you keep swinging after your stamina's down, does that take any effect onto it?
I'll be honest with you. If you did that, you'd probably last about 30 seconds before they kill you.
Oh, okay.
Most of the enemies in this game can put you away pretty quick. So if you don't time your stamina or your
dodges,
health boost or your dodges, they will put you away pretty quick.
Okay. Which
is what infuriates everyone about the game, because it's just literally that easy to die.
But it's also a lot easier to survive than it is in Dark Souls, right?
Yeah, with the blood vials.
Yeah.
Because you're not reliant on
filling them up from the
Estus flask. Yeah.
Yeah, which is
only can be refilled
if you go to a checkpoint.
To a bonfire. Yeah.
So, how do you get them back in this? It's literally just kill an enemy, isn't it?
Kill an enemy, and if they drop it, they drop it. If they don't, they don't.
Okay, so is there any sort of frequency that they come up, or are they pretty common?
I found when you need them, they pop up.
Okay.
Like if I was to shoot off a bullet now, none of the next drops would be a bullet.
Okay.
That's what I found. Again, I could be wrong.
Okay. So it's a pretty game, isn't it?
It is. I mean, if you, like I said, if we stopped to look at stuff, which I did on the original game I played, you just blown away. I mean, I've got probably the same complaint that the majority of them have, is the characters that we meet, their plots don't stretch long enough, and the game isn't long enough.
Okay, 15 hours is an alright sort of game.
Do you think that's acceptable, do you, for one like this?
And
that's
no.
for someone who's played it a lot as well.
Saying that, no, I prefer to. If it has this got multiplayer, it doesn't, does it? I mean, no. Can you do co-op in it?
No, you can do the PvP battles.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it does, because obviously in the other ones you could call on people to help you. I think you can actually in this one.
But yeah, if a game doesn't come with standalone multiplayer like versus like in Call of Duty with the team deathmatches and everything, I think they should be around 20 hours at least, because you can't get as much gaming out of it. If you're doing Call of Duty, you've got all the different online modes and everything, so you've got a bloody plethora of absolutely different game types and things that you can keep going back to. But this, you'll just be going back through over and over the same story, which doesn't really hand itself for replayability. So it's normally what people go through a couple of times and then get rid of the game. And
that's if they buy it on disc. I mean, I bought it on, which I think is, I won't be doing it again.
Digital download.
Digital download, because it's just a rip-off. You know, it takes, depending on your speed, and my speed isn't poor in this house. I mean, you know, you've been around long enough. It's not a bad speed of internet, is it?
No, it is a decent speed, but
yeah, it took. Sometimes it takes 8 to 20 odd hours to download, and that's pretty unacceptable, really.
Yeah,
So I could nip down the shop and get it. Do you know what I mean? We're right by the town centre. It's a walk down for us. So that's what's kind of annoying.
Yeah, there's definitely. It's people. A lot of people are pushing to go all digital for all digital downloads and everything, but the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, they don't come with enough standard issue memory as it is, and that means you're going to have to go out and buy hard drives, which can cost quite a bit, especially if you want a big one. And if you're a collector of games, you're going to be downloading quite often, and your hard drive will become full rather quickly.
And it's not cheaper either.
No, it's not.
So you're getting no resale of it.
And you're spending more money.
And you're spending more money. I mean,
especially with the Xbox Live marketplace, that is normally a good £10 more.
And that's just that really annoys me.
And with when you go into a shop, if there's a game that's been out 6 months, if there's a game been out 6 months, the price will have decreased.
Exactly.
But if you go onto the marketplaces on these sort of things, normally the prices are fixed for a good year or two until a sequel comes out or something similar comes out which is better. Then they normally decrease the prices. But other than that, most prices stay fixed, which is poor, to be fair. They want to push all digital. They don't have to go through manufacturing the discs, the cases, the booklets or anything for it, which saves them a whole host of money, but they're still charging you more.
If it was a tad cheaper and someone said to me, you don't have to have all the boxes and all the other crap to go with it, and we'll give you X amount back, even if it was a small amount but a guaranteed amount, or something off your next buy, I'd support it totally. But at the moment it's like they're taking and we're not getting anything for it, anything in reality for it.
Yeah.
Except waiting longer.
Yeah, definitely.
And no resale value.
Especially if it's a big AAA title, like, although the sales have been going down in it, Call of Duty again. Especially if that's a big title, a lot of people, day one, if they're going to go download it digitally, a lot of the time it is extremely slow because of how busy the servers and everything are. So, and it is always quicker just to take yourself to the shops and buy it for cheaper. So, until they sort that sort of thing out, I'm definitely going to be sticking with physical copies. Because when you've got a physical copy, you know that's going to work, and if it doesn't, you can get it repaired.
What was that the other day when we couldn't play any copies because we didn't have the internet?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, saying that was even with discs, wasn't it? We couldn't play any discs because they couldn't update because we couldn't connect to the internet for whatever reason. And with digital copies, you're not allowed to play online at all, I don't believe. We may be wrong there, and it may be certain games need online functionality to be able to play, but it shouldn't be like that. It should be people who don't... there are people out there who don't have the internet or have extremely slow internet that can't play as much because they're limited to when they can play, how they can play. The Xbox 360 definitely had it right, and the PlayStation 3, where you don't need to be online to play. Everything's fine. You get your disc, you buy it. If you want to install it into your Xbox 360, you could, but you didn't have to. But with the Xbox 360 now, even if you buy a physical copy, you have to install it into your Xbox.
Yeah.
Which means 40 gigs is taken up just because of one game, which isn't even a digital download.
Nipping back to this game here, this little girl here has been left. We're going to fight her father later on, which is Father Gascoigne, but she wants us to find her mother, who's gone out to find her dad. What she's given you there, the music box, is very, very useful for the third part of the battle with Father Gascoigne. It allows you to give him a back attack, which is obviously a lot stronger.
So yeah, definitely won't be supporting digital downloads until they're able to fix the issues that they have with it. Although, saying that, once we do start supporting digital downloads, it's going to put a lot of companies out of business as well. Take Game, for example. They make a living off selling games, and once people switch to all digital, their sales will go down, stores will be cut, people won't be able to have jobs there, so that'll take a whole market off the place for jobs. So there's pros and cons to each and every. But right now, the cons for digital downloads massively outweigh the pros for physical copies. And with this, I didn't see him coming right off the bloody
couldn't hear him
corner
either.
of the screen. With this game,
Yes.
I think the blood's exaggerated too much. I know it's called Bloodborne, but your character right now, he looks ridiculous. Just because of how sopping wet he is.
But wouldn't he be sopping wet if he's just spliced his way through half a town?
No, because he hasn't really spliced his way through half the town, because there's no physical wounds within those creatures that he's actually hit.
There's no what?
Wounds on the creatures that you've hit. You've never actually... It's more like you're hitting them and blood's spurting out, but there's no wounds there, so blood shouldn't really be spurting out. You can't escape reality.
Well, in reality, would you be seeing walking wolves over there that you do not want to mess with?
No, you wouldn't, thankfully. But
I'm going to take you to another shortcut now. Again, when I originally played it, it took me ages to find it. Just prattling around here, actually.
do you want to go to yeah, with taking that though, what we said about reality here, what would you do if this was the sort of land we lived in? Would you hunt or would you stay indoors?
I don't know. It depends on if I had my family and what would be best for them, I guess.
So probably stay indoors then, because to protect them. Yeah, I like that sort of thing. Being able to detach yourself from reality. Reality isn't exciting, really. It can be. You can make reality what you want it to be, but you can detach yourself from everything when you're playing video games, which is probably the reason I fell in love with playing video games anyway, because it's escape from whatever else you've got going on. It's being able to believe you are something better than you are. Being able to play the hero, or even the bad guy.
I feel a shrink would have a field day with you at the moment.
Oh, a shrink would have a field day with me any day. Put me in a room with a shrink for 2 minutes and they'll be asking to leave.
Bye.
So the only way you can save this game is not like many other games. You can't pause it and just go to a save menu.
No, again, I don't like that. I've never liked that feature. It's stupid.
What, the torches or whatever they're called, the campfires?
Yeah, and I don't mind that. I just don't like not being able to...
Just drop in and drop out whenever the hell you like.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating.
So where is the closest one you've got so far?
Closest what?
The closest campfire.
The dream. Well, where I got sliced by that guy, or the home one.
So we'll be making our way to that soon. How long do you think it will take to get there?
I'll go there now.
So what are you doing right now anyway? You're...
Just finishing off this shortcut, actually.
Oh, so you're still going through shortcuts?
Oh, yeah.
So this first video is going to be pretty much, here we go, open the shortcuts, and then second, third video maybe, it's going to be actually playing into the game itself.
Well, we're still doing important bits.
Well, I see what we're doing, still important bits, but we're not getting into the story as deep because we're running around doing... Because we could be doing specifically missions right now, but we're not just doing missions right now. What we are doing is opening shortcuts primarily. once we get these shortcuts opened, they're going to be primarily mission based, the videos. Right? You get what I mean?
Yeah, I kind of get what you're going on about, yeah.
So, when did this game come out? It was this year, wasn't it? 2015.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And what was it, Dark Souls 2? When did they finally stop with that? Because obviously they had downloadable content for it. Was there many downloadable contents for that?
Well, I don't know, you know. I am going to get the remastered one.
Yeah, the next generation versions. That's my problem at the moment as well. We have a lot of re-releases of games just to bring them forwards to next generation, which I don't enjoy. Unless it's a game that's been out 10 years, then that's fine. But a game that will come out 3 years ago that doesn't look bad in itself on the platform it already is on, I don't believe it really should and warrant a re-release.
Oh, fuck that, I don't know. Yeah, but they've added all the extra bits into it. So you've got the DLC in it.
Will it cost the same price, or is it going to cost a little bit more?
I think it's actually less.
Well, that's good then.
From what... Oh, that might have been second hand. Actually, when I was following around the other day, I was like, ooh, if I had the 40 quid, I'd have bought it.
Yeah. But yeah, at the moment we're not getting enough new games, and we're getting a lot of remakes or remasters or re-releases, however you want to say it. And I'd prefer to have new games, because the only games I've ever really gone out of my way to buy as a remaster was the Halo games, because as a franchise that is an addictive, brilliantly told franchise, especially with the expanded universe of being able to go out, buy books and buy whatever else and read further into the lore and the history of things. Do you like that sort of thing with games? Are you a fan of being able to explore outside of the game?
I'm more of a... I like to build. Whether it's a Football Manager game, my WWE Supercards. I'm not a big wrestling fan for the new wrestling. I loved the old Attitude Era when Stone Cold and all that were in it. But I like the game because I get to build a team and I get to improve them. Same with the Final Fantasies. You get them at the start, they're not very powerful. You build them up and you keep building them up until you've got yourself a really strong team. I like that kind of stuff. Like even this character here, you know, we go through the game and I can build him up. That's my type of...
Yeah.
That's what I like to do.
And this... where that's different with me, where I prefer to just, you get a character, he is what he is, the enemy are what they are, and you just run through and run and gun. Yeah, with Call of Duty, I prefer all of that sort of stuff to this sort of game. I don't like...
But doesn't that come with perks and stuff?
Yeah, but that's only for the online multiplayer. During the campaign, there's no really upgrading yourself. There's no... because you have this, you're going to be better than them. It's literally just everyone's on equal footing during campaign. Maybe you're better than them just because you're a player controlled and they're NPCs, but it's literally, that is it. Obviously, I like being able to upgrade yourself competitively. So when you're playing the online during Call of Duty, I like to be able to upgrade myself during that. But I prefer to be given my basic self and stay as my basic self for the majority of a game. It's the problem I had with Skyrim when I played it. I got about halfway through that game and I really lost interest because of just being able to... I had too many options and I didn't like to be given so many options. I like to be told where to go, what to do and how to do it. And then just run through and have as much fun as I can, as quick as I can. And what the hell are you fighting here? It reminds me of my ex.
Pig.
It's... So... Is there many boss? This isn't a boss. It doesn't count as a boss,
No.
right? It's just a more powerful enemy,
Jeez,
right?
he's giving me a good hiding actually. And we don't take any anything from him at all normally.
So
You got to come down here. It's important because you get your first tool for building weapons.
Oh, so you can craft your own weapons in this.
Yeah.
And what are the sort of things you can do? Is it literally you just upgrade the power and the damage of it, or does it the prosthetics of it change as well? The way it looks.
Like you can add runes to your character, which gives him more stamina. You can add gems to your weapons, which add attack bonuses and stuff like that. But yeah, the premise is you. If I wait long enough, he burns him. I think.
Yeah, I think you said that last time.
Yeah.
Oosh. So that significantly dropped his health, which makes this whole portion easier. I mean, these are the guys I had a problem with last time, didn't I?
The ogre, he killed him.
Yeah, I just find it. I like to run in too much. That is definitely the problem I have with these games, is where I'm not able to run in and just hack and slash at everyone. But it's still an enjoyable game for me, and I prefer to watch it. To be honest, it's like when I was trying to play the Dark Souls 2 playthrough, I'd bring my Xbox around here more, and I'd sit down and I'd get you to play it for me. Because although I enjoy the story and I enjoy the gameplay, I don't like playing it myself, and I prefer to sit down and watch someone who can and has the patience to play it, because I know they're going to do better than me, and it becomes more enjoyable of an experience.
Yeah, I'm right with some going, to be fair.
So
up there's Father Gascoigne. We're not going to mess with him because we're nowhere near as good. We haven't upgraded or anything yet. We're literally quite far into the game of Yharnam. This part of Yharnam, anyway. This guy, I don't know how he survived from the frigging boulder that went down here.
he's a badass. Everyone else seems to have died, but whatever. So we're making our way to a camp now, yes?
Yes, we are.
We should have been doing that a while ago, but
We can always cut this one into two. It's not a big deal. It's important. They're all run throughs. I mean, if we're going to do a run through one, the rest can be shorter. Yeah, so if we're going to do a run through, I think the first one should be a little bit longer, just so anyone who's starting out can literally blast right through it.
yeah.
These guys are going to try and lure down, come here, you big jackass, into here. Just keeps him.
I'll probably coming home early with that. I'll see you again. I'll make sure I bring photos as well, okay?
So yeah, lure him down. Power up your attack. Catch him. Back off a little bit. I mean, the axe is, for long distance, is probably my favourite weapon. I pretty much used it all the way through. Right, there's lots of different ways you can go. We're going to go this way because it opens up. No, we're not. We're going to go this way because we can't climb back up that way.
So how many different shortcuts are there?
Good few. In this section, this little section here, that's the way down to the dogs. We could go through here, which we're not going to do because we want to go and save. But this shortcut here is probably the most important because it's one, you've only got to get past two ogres, and this guy at the top here, and we're literally back to the first.
The first area.
Yeah.
How big is what's this town, Yharnam or something like that? How big is this? Does it take a while to get through? Because how many other areas are there?
Well, Yharnam's broken into quite a few bits. There's old Yharnam, which you're not allowed to go into; it's forbidden. Again, we'll come across that. Call it a day here.
Yeah. Is it all saved then? No, wait. Does it save when you come here? Does it?
No. I have to exit the game.
Oh, you actually have to exit the game to... Okay. So, this is Ryan signing out.
And this is Dan signing out.
Have fun.